Hello, everyone. Today we've got something super exciting to talk about, a new AI framework that's changing the way we generate human motion videos. It's called Mimic Motion. Previously, I have did different AI model to generate a TikTok dance-alike video. Flashback and starting from automatic 1111 using Move to Movie, Deform, EbSynth. Then we went into ComfyUI Animate Diff and Animate Anyone. All these AI animation were just happening not even a year. Each time new AI release, we are getting better and better result. Mimic Motion just solved the problem of animation consistency that Animate Diff having the problem on, and the character movement are smoother than Animate Anyone's robotic feel. So, pay attention to this tutorial because this is really exciting. Where Mimic Motion comes in. It's an AI framework that can generate high-quality videos by mimicking specific human motions, all based on a single reference image and a sequence of poses. Mimic Motion works in three amazing ways to make this happen. Let's take a fun example. Imagine you have a picture of your AI influencer. You have create lots of image on its Instagram account, attracting lots of followers. But only image is not enough for nowadays IG or TikTok AI influencer. So you want to create a video of them dancing. First, you need a sequence of poses that show the dance moves. This could be from another dance video or even a series of stick figures showing the steps. Mimic Motion uses these poses and the reference image to generate the dance video. And you might ask, Animate Anyone can do that too. So what is the difference? Well, it doesn't just blindly follow the poses, it uses something called confidence-aware pose guidance. This means the AI checks how confident it is about each pose, making sure the moves look smooth and natural. In the simple word, that means it does not performance robotic movements like Animate Anyone. Now you might wonder, what about the tricky parts, like hands and fingers? This is where regional loss amplification comes into play. The AI pays extra attention to these detailed areas, reducing distortion and making sure even the smallest movements look right. And here's the coolest part, progressive latent fusion. When you're creating a long video, it's like making a movie with lots of scenes. Mimic Motion smartly overlaps these scenes to ensure smooth transitions, so your friend's dance moves look continuous and seamless no matter how long the video is. With all these features, Mimic Motion doesn't just generate random videos, it creates high-quality, detailed, and smooth motion videos that look like they were filmed in one go. Let's check out some examples. Currently, Mimic Motion can have two ways to use it. One is using their GitHub project run as a pure Python code pipeline of video generation. Secondly, we can integrate this in ComfyUI, and there's two ComfyUI custom node available for that. First, this framework is kind of funny because it's using the stable video diffusion. As we know, SVD are using image to generate a very short clip, 2 to 3 seconds only. The longer it did, the more deformation and morphing the video are going to show. But in here, Tencent have a very smart team of researchers who solved these problems by using progressive latent fusion technique mentioned from their research paper, which basically a modified VAE encoder in the middle of the process, and the SVD model are just a shell. If there's another AI video model that can take DW pose and a similar structure of this framework, hopefully there will be a better one in the future update. Secondly, it is based on the DW pose, which is going to be enhance the hands and the facial expressions overall of a figure. I am going to use ComfyUI Mimic Motion Wrapper to run this motion framework in this video. So for installation of this custom node, here are some steps. This created by KJai and basically installed in the ComfyUI Manager. We have to run the install requirement command prompts to install some dependencies afterward. We also have to download the Mimic Motion, which is 3.05 gigabytes, and the SVD models. In the examples folder, you have the basic workflow for creating Mimic Motion. This is the workflow that we just mentioned in the examples folder. Here I have cartoon characters turned into realistic styles, and we have loads of videos of dance motions. This is where Mimic Motion comes in, and it will get the pose using the DW Pose Control Net models. The logic behind it will pass to a video combined, showing you the skeleton of the character motion. Next, we will get the image size count and pass it to the Mimic Motion sampler. Above that, we have the load model and the VAE decoder. This is part of the VAE within the Mimic Motion framework. Lastly, we will have the image concatenate multi that combines the DW pose motion of the skeleton and the generated result of the dance videos, which is a better presentation for demo purposes as shown in the example's workflow. So, let's try this out using these cartoon characters from Naruto. We set it to a smaller size frame cap, let's say 30 frame caps. I like to do every 2 frames or every 1 frame for more detailed motion. We set the FPS to 30. The frame rate is the same as the loaded video motion that I have. It depends on the frame rate of your source videos. Here's the result. This is a very simple skeleton movement from my source videos, resulting in the anime character dancing. Just an image frame cap doesn't produce a long motion. I have been inspired by other actors or characters' motions in Artlist or any other stock video footage marketplace where you can replicate these videos. For example, I have dancer stock footage loaded here, and I got another AI image that I generated previously. So, let's try this one. There will be some problems that I want to show with Mimic Motion, for example with this one, because the dimensions are different from the source videos. Here, we have the loaded videos. That is another aspect ratio, so it will look morphed when loaded into the video result. The best way is to have the same dimensions or aspect ratios as the source videos for the loaded image. In this case, I have a landscape aspect ratio AI image that I generated previously, and that will look better. So let's set it to 50 frame caps, and we can see longer motion in the upcoming result. Meanwhile, we can compare it to different results. With the Naruto characters, as we have the same dimensions or the same aspect ratio, you see the whole character and the background. It doesn't deform or morph much, but there is still some slight morphing or deformation in very detailed areas if you zoom in closely. However, if you use different aspect ratios for the loaded videos and the loaded image, you will encounter problems. You will see the character fade out some backgrounds as well. This is a newly generated video using the same landscape aspect ratios for these two references. As you can see, the whole skeleton of the character movement from the DW pose is accurately depicted compared to the different aspect ratios. This is what we need to consider when using Mimic Motion. We have to use the same aspect ratios for the loaded videos and the loaded image for your generated videos to have more consistency and avoid any deformations of the DW pose reference skeleton. This results in a clearer output for the animated motion. Based on the Mimic Motion workflow examples, I have created something more in another workflow here. I grouped each of the features and the Mimic Motion in the middle part. It doesn't change much, I just replicated what it does for the Mimic Motion custom node connections. After that, I restored the face using the restore face from the reactor node to have a clearer face presentation. Lastly, we have the upscaler in this workflow process. Let's check it out. We can run some examples here. Additionally, I have another workflow that is more advanced, doing segmentations for the DW pose that will avoid some errors in the Mimic Motion. It is also more dynamic, using the initial frames of the reference video to generate another style of static AI image for the Mimic Motion restyle of the video. This will be in my Patreon group for Patreon supporters, so you guys can check it out. I will be adding more detailed tutorials on Patreon talking about this workflow because there are some examples from the last few days of testing. I have some examples that showcase issues with Mimic Motion and how we can overcome them, as well as leveraging this framework not only for TikTok dance AI videos. So I will see you guys in the next video. Have a nice day. See ya!